going on, YouTube? It's your main man, Mr. Council, back with another one. Saturday motivation. You know how we do. Saturday is the day that's uniquely your own. Most people work a 9 to 5, so by the time they get to Saturday, they feel it's time to take their foot off the gas. When most artists, content creators, business mind understand that Saturday is that day you put your foot on the gas and handle your business. It's been a long week. I was a little under the weather this week, so it was one of those weeks where I was just tired and spent. And whenever I get, I haven't had a cold in over 2 years, since this pandemic started. And so it was really, different, feeling sick again. My body felt drained. Just to have the energy that I normally have. And so that kind of brought me to the topic that I briefly want to discuss today. I don't want to keep you guys long. I know these videos have been getting a little bit longer, and that's because I've had so much I've wanted to say. But I don't want to make this one a long one. I just want to present the question: when you get tired, will you give up on your dreams? When you get tired, will you give up on your dreams? We're going through a lot of changes in society, a lot of pressure with this COVID-19, the vaccines, and all this stuff that's going on. It's mentally draining, mentally stressful. But life in general is mentally draining, mentally stressful, especially when you're trying to accomplish something great. And so I've already made it up in my mind that my goals and my dreams are my life. I've sacrificed everything I could possibly think of. I don't want to say everything I could possibly think of, but I've sacrificed a lot to live out my dreams. I didn't sacrifice my 9 to 5 because I love what I do. I love teaching. So that's not something I was willing to give up. But this music is just calling me. I know this is ultimately what I'm destined to do. I've stepped into the space and the realization that it's really who I am. I've been working on what I've been trying to do for almost 20 years now. I've said that repeatedly in a lot of these videos. And so I've got to a point in my life where I've made it up in my mind that no matter what happens to me, I'm going to do everything in my power to make something happen with my music. So when I get tired, the idea of giving up doesn't even cross my mind anymore. I don't want to say it never did, but it's a non-negotiable at this point. Because it's literally who I am. I mean, when I hear a new beat, when I hear some new music, because that's mainly how I get my inspiration to write songs. I can write songs without music, but when I hear a new beat that I love and fall in love with, I automatically know that that beat was meant for me. And I already know that I can create something special with it. Even if it doesn't come right away, I know that that music was meant for me to do something with. When I hear a producer's music, a particular producer's music, I just know that that song was meant for me. So the idea of giving up when I'm tired, that's a non-negotiable for me. It's not going to happen. This is just too embedded in who I am. This is just what I do. It's just who I've become. But I know a lot of people get tired, and they're always thinking about giving up on themselves, on their dreams, on everything they work for. And so I just want to give you an encouraging word today. You can't give up. You can't give up on yourself. You cannot give up on your dreams. You can't give up on the things that you desire that will bring good to this world. Your gift. I don't know what that is. I know what mine is. But I will never let anybody allow me to think that it's not possible. And I will never allow a situation to cause me to not believe in myself. See, I know I must not be doing something right. And that's why I've not gotten to where I know I should be, where I know I deserve to be. Especially with the type of music that I've come up with over the last 5 years. It's next level. Anybody who actually takes the time to listen to it will tell you it's next level. So I'm not worried about, I'll never ask myself, am I good enough? Because I know I'm good enough. But see, it's not just about being good enough. See, when you're trying to accomplish something great, it's not just about being good enough. It's about being exceptional. When I get to that level of exceptional, everything is going to change. And so my job, my responsibility is to wake up every day and figure out how to muster up the energy and the strength to continue to walk, to continue to strive, to continue to believe in myself. That's my job. And to continue to put the work in. See, when you get tired and you don't want to go to work, you might call out. You might take a day or two, a mental health day to yourself. But you don't quit. Why? Because you need the money. It's more about survival than you actually wanting to go to work. It's more about you surviving, being able to pay your rent, pay your mortgage, take care of your kids. So you're going to get up. Regardless of how you feel, you're going to get up and go to work. Well, your dream should be the same. If your dream is not on the same level as that, if your thoughts, your feeling towards your dream is not on the same level as that, you're not going to make it. See, most of us that are successful at our jobs, we know we've got to get up. Because if we don't get up and we don't get to work and we don't do the things that we're going to do, we might not have some place to sleep. We won't have anything to eat. And like the great Eric Thomas says, when you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you will be successful. That's powerful. That's one of the most powerful things I've ever heard in my life. When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. It's incredible. So if you don't have your dreams, your goals, your aspirations on par with your day-to-day, because first of all, you're a 9 to 5. Initially, especially if you're young, that should be your dream. But we change. People change. You know, people continue to discover themselves as life goes on. You know, my dreams have definitely changed over the years. Never in my life, especially when I was in college, would I think I'd be pursuing a music career like this. In college. I know that was 20 years ago, but it didn't even cross my mind that I would be working on stuff that I'm working on. I had no idea. And see, that's why I keep saying that I allow my life to be led. I'm being led. And that doesn't mean I don't have certain goals and aspirations on my mind that I want to see come to fruition, but I've taken myself out of it. I've removed me from the center of it because it's not about my wants. It's about my dreams, or it's about my gifts being used the way God wants them to be used in my mind. I don't know what anybody else is doing. I don't care what anybody else is doing. But I know my dreams and my gifts are not my own. I've come to that realization and understanding that it's not about me. So when I hear somebody listen to my music and tell me to keep going, or like, this is incredible, and it's always people that I don't know. It's hardly ever people in my life that I know that have known me for a long time, that know who I am as a person. It's hardly them that's my cheering section. There's always people that I don't know. That's why I love being able to drive Uber, because I'm able to make fans every day of people that I do not know. People that have never been exposed to me as an artist, so they don't have any preconceived notion of who I am. Half the time, I'm playing my music in my car and I don't even say who it is. People ask me, who is that? Where'd you find that guy? Who is Mr. Council? And it makes me smile every time, because I know how good it is. Even if the people around me in my life don't support that, I don't worry about that anymore. I'm selling CDs right now, and I know CDs are a lost thing, but plenty of people got CDs in their car, and people won't even spend. People that love and so-called love and support you won't even spend $20 on you to support your gift, and I'm fine with that, because I'm just focused now on the people who've never been exposed to me, because ultimately that's going to be my cheering section. You think Drake and any of these artists out here that are on top, they tell you themselves the people in their life didn't support them when they were on their way up. Now I'm sure they're tight knit in their circle looking for a handout, because he made it. But most people don't even really believe that you can make it until they actually see you make it. And that's when the support comes from people that you know. But I don't want to get too far off into that. But when you get tired, when you give up on your dreams, ask yourself that question. When you get tired, you get up and you go to work, because it's survival. So if living your dreams aren't on par with you surviving, it's a problem. That's a problem. My dreams are who I am, and they will never die until I'm gone. So please understand, when you get tired, think about how much effort that you give to a job that you really don't want to have, that you're just using for survival. But you still get up and do everything that you can to keep that job and maintain that job, and even to move up in that job. Think about the effort that you put in. Think about the sacrifice. Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, or whatever your hours are. Think about the relentlessness that you attack your job with. And some people are lazy in their job, I know that. But they get up and they go, even when they don't want to. You call out too many times, you getting fired. You late too many times, you getting fired. So most people know what I'm talking about when I say this. But when you get tired, will you give up on your dreams? That's not an option for me anymore. But is it an option for you? My dreams are who I am, and that will never change. I finally stepped into the man who I want to become. And that's going to be a continuous journey as well, because I want to get better. I need to improve. I can't stop working on me every day. I can't stop trying to find a way to be a better me every day. And chasing my dream, or chasing my reality, I like to call it, has been life-changing for me. From the inside out. It's making me the man that I want to be. The man I know I need to be. And until I become the man I need to be to live on my dream, I won't be successful. Because I can't carry a torch dragging skeletons. can't carry a torch of truth dragging skeletons with me. So I'm going to continue to work to be better and not regret my past, but learn from it. So when you get tired, are you going to stop going to the gym? When you get tired, are you going to give up on writing that book? When you get tired, are you going to forget about opening that business? When you get tired, are you going to stop singing? When you get tired, are you going to stop creating? No, not me. But what are you going to do? Make sure you hit that like, share these videos if it's touching you in some way, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. It's a slow crawl. We get like 1 subscriber a week, and that's cool. But something powerful is going on over here, and the people that are watching know it. And I want to thank anybody who's watching every week. I really appreciate you. And understand I'm doing this for us. Because I know somebody needs an encouraging word, because I can't go a day without listening to one from someone else. There is no longer a day that can go by without me listening to one of these motivational videos to get me going. So this ain't about me. This is about paying it forward from the great men and women that I listen to on a daily basis, who I admire. So I thank you all for listening. Make sure you smash that like button. Share this. Also drop a comment. Let me know what you're thinking. But that's my time. I love and appreciate you all. Peace to all my people in the struggle.